This week at Market Apartments, we've been talking about why a property might need a new website. Your website is most likely the first place new residents will see you, and first impressions matter, especially on the web. If a potential resident finds your website to be dated or hard to use, they aren't going to stick around to let you convince them otherwise, and someone else will get their business. So we've come up with a list of 7 questions you should ask yourself when deciding if your apartment website could use a facelift. The first question you should ask yourself is if your website is responsive. Most internet users find things first on their mobile device, so if your website isn't optimized to be responsive to mobile, you're losing business. It's important to design for mobile first and to make sure that the mobile version will be cohesive when looking on a tablet or on desktop. If your site isn't responsive, then it's time for an upgrade. Does your website load in 3 seconds or less? Studies have shown that users will leave your website if it takes longer than 3 seconds to load, especially on mobile. Even an extra couple of seconds will make a noticeable impact if you want people to stay on your site. If your website is taking a while to load, it's time to turn it over to the experts and get an upgrade. Has your website been updated in the last 5 years? If not, it's definitely time to get a new website. The digital space is changing rapidly, and you should be updating your website at least once per year, but it's recommended that you at least change the content in your website every month to keep up with algorithm changes. If it's been 5 years since your last update, it's past time to get a new website. Are you ranking well? And by well, we mean on the first page of a Google search. Most users won't click past the first page of a Google search, so it's imperative that you rank somewhere on that first page. If you've noticed your website consistently ranking on the second or third page of search results, your website needs a makeover. There's no reason your website shouldn't rank well and keep your apartment property at full occupancy. Updating title tags, online listing, and switching up your SEO can all help you rank higher on a Google search. And speaking of SEO, has your SEO strategy changed recently? The Google algorithm for figuring out search rankings changes constantly, so if your SEO isn't changing, the algorithm won't recognize your site as active. If it's been more than a year since your last SEO change, it's time for an update. Are your photos current and engaging? A recent study found that users were more likely to stay on a website that they found beautiful than they found informational. So having good information is good, but having great pictures of your property and apartments is going to keep people engaged. Choosing photos with great natural lighting, well-staged furniture, and good angles will make a huge difference in how long users will stay on your website. Here's a bonus sign that you need a new website: you want one. If you have to ask yourself if you need a new website, the answer is probably already yes. You're already thinking for the future and know that you can do more with your website. If you already have a marketing firm for your apartments, then that's great. But if not, we here at Market Apartments are happy to help you build the website you need. If you'd like to learn more, I'll leave a link in the description below. If you found this video to be helpful, give it a like and consider subscribing for more videos on all things apartment marketing. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again next week.